Welcome back to the Growth Mindset Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. Today, we're tackling a topic that's fundamental to personal growth and achieving any long-term goal: the power of building good habits.
Habits are fascinating, aren't they? They can either work for us, propelling us towards our goals, or work against us, keeping us stuck. And building new ones often feels like a formidable challenge.
It really does. Think about all those New Year's resolutions that fizzle out by February. We start with great intentions, but maintaining consistency is where most people stumble.
That stumbling often comes back to mindset. When we fail to stick to a new habit, it's easy for a fixed mindset to creep in. We might think, I just don't have enough willpower, or I'm just not disciplined, or some people are naturally good at sticking to things. I guess that's just not my inherent trait.
Exactly. We label ourselves based on a temporary slip-up. If you miss one day at the gym, a fixed mindset tells you, "See, I told you you weren't committed. You're just lazy." This leads to giving up entirely because that one mistake feels like proof of a fixed flaw.
It's the all or nothing trap. You had a goal of meditating for 20 minutes daily. You miss one day, and suddenly the whole habit is broken in your mind. Instead of just getting back on track, you see the inconsistency as a sign that you're somehow fundamentally incapable.
And this thinking makes willpower feel like this finite, fickle resource that you either have or you don't. If you fail, it's because your willpower ran out, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But a growth mindset offers a much more empowering perspective. It says that your capacity for discipline and consistency isn't fixed. It can be developed, just like any other skill.
It views setbacks not as failures, but as information. Missing a day isn't proof you're lazy, it's data. Why did you miss? Was the goal too big? Was your trigger unclear? Was something unexpected? A growth mindset learner analyzes the slip-up to adjust their strategy for next time.
And it redefines willpower. It's not a magical trait. It's a muscle you build through practice. Each time you choose the harder option, even in a small way, you strengthen that capacity. It's about making conscious choices to build momentum.
The focus shifts from the outcome. Am I a person who always exercises? To the process. Am I putting in the effort to build the habit of exercising? The growth is in the trying, the learning, and the adapting.
So, how do we practically apply this? The most powerful strategy, really championed by folks like James Clear, is starting incredibly small. Atomic habits.
Yes. Instead of run 5K every day, try put on my running shoes. Or read for an hour becomes read one page. Make the barrier to entry so low that it feels silly not to do it. This builds consistency and reinforces the identity shift.
And reducing friction is key. If you want to go to the gym in the morning, lay out your clothes the night before. If you want to eat healthier, prep your meals on Sunday. Remove the obstacles that make it easy to choose the old habit or inaction.
Habit stacking is brilliant with a growth mindset. Link a new habit to an existing one. After I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 1 minute. After I finish dinner, I will read 1 page. It uses the existing momentum of a solidified habit.
Make it attractive and satisfying. Implement small rewards initially. Track your progress visually. A streak calendar is incredibly motivating because it provides tangible evidence of your consistency, fueling that growth mindset belief that your effort is paying off. Celebrate those small wins.
Focusing on identity, as we mentioned, is powerful. It's not, I'm trying to become a reader. It's, I am a reader who reads 1 page a day. Every small action reinforces this identity, making the habit feel less like a chore and more like who you are becoming.
Setbacks are inevitable. You will miss a day. This is where the growth mindset is truly tested.
Absolutely. The fixed mindset response is, I missed one, so I've failed, might as well give up. The growth mindset response is, okay, I missed one. That's data. Why? How do I prevent it next time? Now, the most important thing is to get back on track immediately. The rule, never miss twice. One slip-up is acceptable. Letting one turn into two, then three, is how habits die.
Self-compassion is vital here. Don't beat yourself up over a missed day. Understand that progress isn't linear. Be kind to yourself, learn from the setback, and recommit to the next opportunity to practice the habit.
Reevaluating is also key. If you're consistently missing the habit, maybe the strategy needs adjusting. Is it still too big? Is the trigger not working? Do you need more accountability? Our growth mindset sees this as a problem to solve, not a personal failure.
And remember, consistency over perfection. Doing a habit imperfectly is infinitely better than not doing it at all because you're afraid of not doing it perfectly. That 5-minute workout is better than no workout because you didn't have time for 30.
Building habits isn't just about isolated actions, it's the engine for growth across all areas of life.
Exactly. Whether it's consistently practicing a language, sticking to a healthy eating plan, regularly setting aside time for a creative project, or maintaining consistent communication in relationships, habits are the mechanism through which growth manifests.
And the growth mindset fuels that engine. Your belief in your ability to improve through effort makes you willing to put in the consistent work required to build those habits. It's a powerful synergy.
By focusing on the process, learning from mistakes, and committing to consistent, small actions, you build not only good habits but also reinforce your belief in your own capacity for growth.
So, if you've struggled with building habits in the past, reframe your approach through a growth mindset. Start small, be consistent, learn from setbacks, and focus on building the identity of the person who has the habits you desire.
Remember, it's not about being born with discipline. It's about developing it one small, consistent step at a time.
We hope this episode has given you actionable insights and renewed motivation. You can find show notes, links, and a transcript of this episode on podcast description.
Thank you for tuning into the GM Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe. Formidable. Inspiring fear or respect through being impressively large, powerful, intense, or capable, difficult to deal with. And building new ones often feels like a formidable challenge. Inherent. Existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute, inborn. I guess that's just not my inherent trait. Fickle. Changing frequently, especially as regards one's loyalties, interests, or affection. Changeable. And this thinking makes willpower feel like this finite, fickle resource. Friction. In this context, resistance to effort, difficulty caused by having to overcome obstacles or complexities in a process. And reducing friction is key. Self-compassion. Kindness and understanding towards oneself when faced with failure or suffering, rather than harsh self-criticism. Self-compassion is vital here.